came from Kootenai County, and I believe 60 of it came from Bonner County. Our miscellaneous income was $200. That is from the water line break that happened from a customer, and they are slowly paying us back for that. Usually they pay us about $100 a month. Every once in a while, it's a little bit more. This last month seemed to have been $200. Our interest income, that comes from bank fees, and that was $132. And our water and sewer user fees is about $22,600. That's a little above average, and I would attribute that to the $8 water increase that was done a couple months ago. Total resources brought in almost $26,000. Our sewer and water maintenance, again, that's the only thing that I did not prepare for today. In the midst of trying to get all this stuff figured out, but I will get back to those, and I will give detailed items towards the end of the meeting where I can log on to the district computer like I usually do. Now that I'm working from home, I use a service called LogMeIn. Our vehicle expense, that's reimbursement for mileage for Bob and I, is at $160. Our contract labor was $373, and that is for snow plowing. Director fees, $250. Dues and subscriptions, that's $2. And that's actually, I don't know if I've ever described that before, but that's to have our remote deposit machine in the office. So if it's a check, all I have to do is send it through the machine, and it deposits it into the bank account immediately. If it's cash or money order, then I do have to drive that to town. Then our office supplies was $118, and that was for envelopes that I got the district. Our system operator routine every month, $7,000. Postage and delivery was at $203. That's our monthly postcard billing. Plus I bought some forever stamps because we were out. Our bank fees. We had a couple of return checks, and then we also paid our annual online banking fee, and that's $35 every year. Our assessment fees, $465. We pay Idaho Department of Environmental Quality for the amount of connections that we have in our system, and that went up from $425 last year to $465 this year. So they break that out into 4 quarterly payments, and so each time we pay that, it's $465 now. Our office maintenance was $80. That's janitorial services. And usually it's $40 a month because we did not have a office person come in for a while now. I think it was probably 3 or 4 months. I had her come in, and she did a nice deep clean for the office. So that was really nice. Our legal fees were at $646. Utilities at $4,800, and payroll expenses at $3,082. So our total expenses were $33,000. That did put us in the hole this month about $7,479. So we had quite a bit of expenses. And again, that's how I've been doing it. I didn't know I was doing that. That is going to come mainly from a couple of the motions that we've made on some of these bigger purchases that we need to do, which is the SCADA upgrades, which get us right in line with what DEQ is requiring. So that's nice that we can take those smaller chunks and get those accomplished and not include them into the bond. But we will bite-size those.
But PRV that we did the tuning and so forth of the PRVs and
Yep, we were able to rebuild a lot of PRVs, and that hasn't been done in, what is it, Bob? I believe, over 15 years? We can't hear you, Bob. You're muted. Here, I don't know how you keep muting, but hold on. Oops. Go ahead.
You muted me somehow. Anyway.
I did not.
I'm a mute. Anyway, yeah, it's been years. There was no record of when it had last been done, and those should be rebuilt every 5 years. So we have them rebuilt.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's it for the treasurer's report. There was a couple things I wanted to say at the beginning of the meeting so that our listeners who are in there listening to us and wondering if they ever get a chance to talk. There's a couple things I wanted to say. One of them was, please be patient with us while we get used to this new way of meeting. And then you can individually message me, the host, ahead of time. If you know you would like to speak during the public comments, you can go to the participants tab and click on host, and then it'll send me a private message, and then I will know if you would like to talk or not. And then please do not push share screen at any point during the meeting. It will take away from the presentation and take us over to your computer. And then also, yeah, feel free to write your questions and comments down, and we will address it at the end of the meeting. Public comments is at the end of the meeting, so we don't expect to, just during this new way of meeting, we're not eliminating public comment section. We will get to that. It'll just be at the end of the meeting now. So with that said, can I get, or no, we don't do motions for this board for treasurer's reports. So we're going to move on.